Where are we? There we are. Hey, how's everyone doing? I am glad that you're here. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is our Wednesday edition of Wednesday. Of course, it's a Wednesday edition. This is Wednesday Afternoon Live. We get together every Wednesday afternoon and we draw the portrait. And I'm really glad that you're here today. So, if you're interested in joining our Facebook group, there is a link in the description, and I would highly recommend it. We have a very active community there, and I would love to have you. One great thing about the group is that in the morning we vote on which portrait we want to draw, and so this one is our winner today, and boy, you guys picked a doozy. You're going to be really challenged today for this. This is a hard angle to get, but I hope that I'll show you some techniques that will help you get this angle. And we're going to use, I saw a Instagram post where someone was using a upside down pair of glasses, a ball. They used an egg, but I think we're going to use more of a ball today, and then a kind of a cup. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to we usually do like a little pre-lesson to show some face basics, but because of this particular angle, I think we're going to jump right into it, and we'll see how we do, okay? So, you guys ready to go? All right, I'm glad you're here. I am live, so if you have any questions, put them into the chat, and I will be quick to answer them for you. Other than that, I think we're ready. Let me just pull this down here so you don't have to look at my head there. Okay. Also, if you join our Facebook group, we have our. If you join our Facebook group, you can get the reference for the photos that we use as well. That's always going to be a big help. So, all right, let's get that set up there, and we're ready to go. Okay, so first thing I want you to do this morning or this afternoon is I want you to let's take 3 minutes, okay? And what I want you to do in 3 minutes is to draw this as quickly as possible, okay? And this exercise of drawing for 3 minutes will help to get you familiar with what you're looking at. It will loosen you up, and it just will kind of like take maybe the edge off. So here we go. We're going to start off. We're going to do this together. So do it while I'm doing it as well. And we're going to go 3 minutes starting right. Right. Here we go. 2 seconds ago. All right, now go. Okay, let me make sure that okay, there we go. All right. 3 minutes. Okay, so go at it. Have at it here. I'm going to try not to do too much talking here. All right, I just want you to do the best you can. 3 minutes. I'm going to just quickly drop in and say hello. Okay, great, Sandy. I am glad that you're going to see this a little bit later. Okay, 2 minutes left. Just do the best you can. minutes here. 1 minute left. Don't worry what it looks like. Okay, 15 seconds left. And time is up. Okay, great. So take that picture now and slide it out of the way. Turn the page, so don't go back and look at it. All right, that was a good quick exercise for you to get a feel with what we're dealing with. Now let's just kind of slow down here and break this thing down. Like I said, we're going to try and use a upside down pair of glasses, a ball, and a mug to help us get this thing organized. Okay, so first thing I want you to do, we have a lot of time, so it's good. First thing I want you to do is draw a ball. All right, draw a ball. Okay, so first thing we've got to determine is kind of the angle here. That's going to set us up immediately for success. So one of the ways that I always try and find the angle, there are some things on the face that you can always count on, and of course, one of the key things is finding the temple. Grab your fingers. You can feel the temple on either side of your eyes here, and if you were to draw a straight line, no matter the tilt of your head, you can guarantee that is going to stay connected. That line is not going to go anywhere. So that's the first thing. So let's look at our picture here and determine where that is. So it's going to go right through the eyebrows. So there's the angle right about there. You know, that might be a little bit too extreme here. Let me adjust that just a little bit. Yeah, that's more like it, just like that, okay? So let's come over here to our sphere and match that angle. That's the first thing you want to establish. And then put a little dot here. That's going to be the temple on one side, and then put a dot over here. That's going to be the temple on the other side. Get that line down. That is key. Everything hangs on that. So before we go any further, let me show you some other things. With that line established, that's a parallel. Look at that. That's a parallel. All of these markers are all going to be parallel to that angle. So that's important to remember no matter what. We'll get to those in a minute. Okay, let's keep going. We have that there. Now let's turn the corner here and look at this angle coming straight down like that. You see this? And then this is the back of the head right there. Let's do that. Let's get that angle as well. Keep this light. And as long as we're in it, please, if you don't, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to it. That's so helpful. And even better yet, if you really want to help, make sure you leave a comment. Leave a comment of just something that you learned today. Just say, today I learned X, so I can kind of see what, how useful this is, or what you're pulling out from it. All right. Okay, this little marker that I just put here, this is the center line. This is the point of the head, the gabella. Okay, it's right here where my finger is. All right, that would be the next line that we want to put in. So we have the edge right there. Hey Tamara, perfect timing. Good. All right, now be careful when you put that center line in, and make sure you put it in the right angle there, or so like the one side is shorter than the other side. All right, next line that is going to be really important is this one right here. That's the center line of the face. Now, it may not look like the center line. Well, that's because the mass of the mouth and nose are on top of the center line. All right, so let's get that angle as well. We're going to break this down really slowly for you. We have all the time in the world. Now, right underneath the nose, coming right along, you could, if you take your fingers, touch underside of your nose, come back, and you could feel right here your cheekbones. You see that? That's a very important bone underneath the surface of your head there. So it's underneath your nose, come around like this, and you can feel it right there. You see that? So let's put a mark there as well. So we're gonna come down here, and that's where those cheekbones are gonna be about. Okay, this sets us up for the first piece of information, meaning our glasses. Okay, so let's do this. And then, of course, this is going to come around like this. So let's get these glasses. Fun object. All right, so I'm going to draw this lightly because you don't want to leave this for you. You don't want this to stay on your picture when you're done. And I'm just making my way around here. Keep it light. Okay, upside down glasses. All right, let's get that nose in place. Okay, so here is the corner of that nose. You see that? I'm going to change the color here to be green so you can see the difference. There's the corner of the nose right there. And then the other corner, look at that, is really close to the edge of the cheek. All right, so let's put that in place. So we're going to come in here. There is the corner of our nose. There's the other side. So this is about where that cheek's going to go. Now check this out. This is really interesting here. Here is the tip of the nose, and look at its position. Look how close it is to the edge of the cheek, and it sits right below the eye. Okay, so though this will feel weird possibly, don't be afraid of it. So we're going to come in here like this. We're going to adjust the cheek in just a second. There's underside of our nose. And I'm going to erase some of this now so you can get a better view of that. All right. There's our glabella. We're following the shape of those glasses there. And now let's just connect the tops here. All right, let's keep going. There's one temple. All right, we established that earlier. Look at that. Look at that angle. It almost goes right to the tip of the nose, right? See here, we're going to come straight down toward the tip. Okay. Let's follow that cheek. Cheek is going to come around like that. And there might be some adjustment later on, but that's okay right now. We're just working on our construction. There's our center of our nose. Okay. All right, so this is where we use that mug idea. And the ball, it's for the ball of the mouth. And so it has a very round, or a barrel. It doesn't have to be a mug per se, but it could be a barrel. The idea is that you're going to have a barrel in here. And you don't need to draw this if you don't want to, but I just want to kind of show you about where it's going to go. these sides should almost be parallel to this here. Okay, so starting right here at the septum, right underneath the nose here, we're going to come up and around. All right, so let's come around. Let's do that now. Let's come up and around. Okay, let's get that cheek. Let's come back and work on this, the direction of this cheek here, okay? And even with this cheek, you're gonna get, it's gonna be a little bit more around the edge here. All right, let's jump over, get our jaw in place, because this will help position our mouth, okay? So here we've already drawn that angle there, and of course we have this here. We had our bottom there, right? And then this can also come around just like that. So as I look at our picture here, all right, let's kind of estimate. The ear is going to be right about there. And then we're going to drop down for the jaw. And then we're going to swing it around. I'm going to drop down for the jaw. And I'm going to swing it around. Okay, I always like to keep adding pieces to the puzzle to make it a little bit easier for me to envision the whole picture. So I'm going to drop the neck in. So the neck is, front end of the neck is right there. And if I extend that up, you could kind of see about where it's lining up. So it's just on the outside of the nose. And then the back of the neck is going to be a little bit of an angle. All right. Let's kind of put a position in for our eyes. So if you are looking at this right here, this is the, I'm going to erase this right here just a bit. This right here is the glabella. Okay. And our eye line is right below that. So here's my glabella. Eye line is going to be right below that. All right, let's focus on our lips. Okay, I'm going to come down and get this little, using the septum, comes down for this the little U right in the middle of the lips right there. Christina, woo! All right, Christina. Okay, you've said something in the chat, Christina. Now you got to jump down in the comments on the video and say how exciting this is. No, really do it. All right. Got the U. Got the U of the right underneath of the septum. Okay, here we go now. All right, so let's take a look at this here. We've got, there's the corner of our lips. This is the U that we just drew. Okay. If I go with a straight vertical, okay, you could see that corner is going to line up with the eye. That's good. But now look at this. Look at the other corner of the lips. You see how much more lower it is? So let's see here. Let's get the first one in. So roughly it's going to be about there. Is that about right? Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to just use this. This is the angle I'm going to use that we've been using all day long. And it's going to have the exact same angle. You see that? And the other corner is really close to the edge of the face. Oftentimes in our Facebook group, I will keep telling people when it comes to drawing portraits, understand the construction, focus on the construction, and things will fall into place much better. So that's exactly all we're doing. Not even thinking about whether this looks like this girl or not. We're only focusing on the construction. All right, let's go ahead and get these lips in now. They're just the top part. So let me look at them closely. Coming up like that. And then almost vertical. All right, now look at this. This is really careful on these lips here. Look at this lower lip here. It also follows the same angle. All right, so that's where we want to get that little middle section here. So we're going to just come here like this. Okay, let's draw the bottom part of the upper lip and the top part simultaneously the bottom lip. this has a nice, this next line you want to make it nice and curved. Okay. Okay, let's follow the surface of the top lip. That's going to help us to get down to the bottom. That's going to help us find this little line, right? Look at this. I'm going to just draw it first. See that surface? We're going to follow the surface and then the surface of the bottom lip. Now let me erase that so you can see what I'm talking about. So here we go. We're going to follow the surface of the top lip. Then we get the bottom one. Now, as long as we're doing this, you know, I do have, if you're interested in really trying to up your game with drawing, I do have a great class called The Student. It's a membership that's only $10 a month, and we draw every single day, Monday through Friday. So for $10 a month, you're going to get over 20 hours of instruction just like this. And it would really help you if you want to get the habit of drawing down and then just get some live instruction on a daily basis. On Mondays, we always do something that is natural. Tuesdays, we do something that is man-made. Wednesdays, we do portrait. Thursday, we do character design. And Friday, we look at animals. So that link is also down in the description. And I would recommend that you jump on board and pick that up. Let me see here now. $10 a month. Give me 6 months and I'll make you a rock star. All right, let's continue on here now. Let's get her chin. Let's look closely at this chin now. Again, the look at the bottom of the chin here now. This chin is going to be like this. Same angle. And then she has this cleft in her chin. So we're going to add that as well right here like that. See, I think when you really break down portraits into the construction, they're just so much more easier than trying to even, I think this is even a better way to draw than even using a grid system. A grid takes this part of it, understanding the three-dimensional aspect, out of the equation, and it's so important. Okay, jumping over here, back at this top temple here. You know, now the sides of the head are usually flat, so let's come in here like this. That's going to really help to get the corner there. Using a grid system is, in my mind, like, you know, putting training wheels on a bike. You know, you'll learn, but at some point you got to take those training wheels off. And you know, if you've been doing grid systems since day one, it's gonna be a backward step. You're gonna get really good at using a grid system, and then you stop using the grid system, and it's gonna be back to square one again. So I say just learn how to ride that bike without any training wheels. Jump right into it. Good. Good, Kevin. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's keep going. Now there's one great muscle here. Let's add this to the neck. It's if you take your fingers, you could feel it. It's a tendon. It's not a muscle. It's a tendon, and it goes from the back of the neck straight down here, right into the pit of the neck, right in here. You see. So it's usually obvious. In the older you get, it becomes more obvious, but it will help to tell the reader that this is a human head. All right, let's kind of piece it before we get our eyes. Let's get this beanie in. Okay, let's get her beanie in. So what I want to do here is this is that's the high point of the beanie, and it's gonna follow the angle of the side of her head and then circle around. You see that? So let's put that in. So let's see if this is we could one eye is going to go about there. Okay, and the way I got that measurement is I went from the corner of her lip up the front of her face there. Same thing on the other side. Up her other eye is going to be right about there. So let's see. Let's get this beanie in place. It's going to start right there. Okay. Okay, and then it's going to come down here like this, and it's going to wrap around her hair in the back. All right, let's establish this. This is folded up over here. So let's see. Look at this distance right there. You see this distance? What is that equal to? Okay, it's about that distance right there. Okay, we can make that measurement. So I'm going to come through there. I think it's going to be right about up there. So now I'm coming over here. Look at this. Look at this angle right here. Okay. Okay, this is going to be this is the top right here of the hat. Right now we could just kind of also look at this here. This is where my ear is at, so the back of the hat is just beyond the ear there. So right back here. Okay, so one thing I'm doing right now, I'm doing it as we're talking. I'm one of the one of the checks they call them. I call the tools of proportion, and one of those tools is called the cartoon check. That's where you look at your subject and look at your drawing, look at your subject and look at your drawing, and you just kind of go back and forth. And you think, oh look, I've made this error. I need that to make that adjustment. It's like a cartoon. You don't want it to move, and if your drawing is moving different than the photo, you know you're off on something. So as I'm doing this cartoon check, I could see immediately that this my cheek my cheek is a little too pronounced where it's not like that on the photo. But we'll just leave it. We're gonna leave it, and I might come back after the video is in and make that adjustment. But let's get these eyes in here, okay? All right, let's get the eyes in here. Okay, first thing on the eyes, let's figure out where the corners of them are. All right, so I'm looking at this corner, and there's that corner right there. Let's do that one first. If I did use a vertical alignment, okay, look at that. That lines up almost just on the inside of the mouth. We could do that. Inside of the mouth, I'm going to be right about there maybe. What about the outside here? What does this line up? Okay, we don't have much of a lining up there, but we can estimate that, I think. Okay, so when it comes to this eye here, here's my eyeball. I'm going to come up and then down. All right. This one's going to come around and have a slight S curve there. Let's put that in. So up, down, now sticking on that same line now. Now look at my picture. This eyeball is going to be right up, almost literally along the edge there. You see that? All right, I'm going to put just a straight line here for the base. See, when you focus on construction, it's so much more easier to start bringing this whole thing together. Okay, let's get that eyebrow in. And the other one as well. Let's see now if I can fix my cheek over here because this is starting to bug me. I'm going to erase this out just a bit. There you go. That looks a little bit better. Okay, let's work this hair in here in our closing minutes here. All right. So let's start off the hair as looking at this as one big mass. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Other side. S curve there. All right. Let's get the top part of our sweatshirt because that's going to help us here. So this is at a little bit different angle here. Look at it. It's coming around. And it curves almost like a little hook right there. You see that? Now I'm going to add a little bit of tone underneath her jaw there. We're not going to have time to add much value to this, but you can do that off the air. What do you say? Last thing, let's add a little tone to that upper lip there. That's always a good idea. And a little bit of tone underneath the lower lip. Let's work these nostrils in real fast. S curve here on top of this, little S curve. C curve on that far side there. I just dropped a quick little tone in the turtleneck there. Okay, look at this hair. This hair has a nice circular motion to it here. So let's add some surface lines here. And then underneath here, you can see it curling up. You see how I did that? Good. Good, Tamara. Put that in the comments. Not the chat. Put that in the comments. That's good. All right. Thing is, you could, once you do this more and more, well, these things get really, really set in your head, and you could speed up the process a little bit. But then if you find yourself like, oh my gosh, this looks awful, probably you're going too fast, and you need to slow down and get those measurements down. I think that's going to do it for today. I think you guys, we've accomplished a lot. We've taken some time and slowed down, and really this was a difficult angle, and hopefully you found some success in it. So listen, my name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Thanks so much for watching, and join our Facebook group. Join one of the classes. But the least you could do is to like, subscribe, and comment. That would be awesome. All right? Go out there, make your day great. Thanks for watching, Tamara and Christina and Kevin. John chimed in. Sandy's going to pick this up a little bit later, and Elena jumped in right at the beginning. I appreciate that. All right, go out there. See you guys later. Bye.